Hey guys, welcome to another video on my channel. Today we will be looking at how did your person see you then versus how they see you now. You can choose from 3 different piles, which are pile 1, Moonstone, and the card Poised, pile 2, Sunstone, and the card Breathe. And last but not least, pile 3, Black Tourmaline, and the card Observer. As always, if you need more time to choose your pile, you can pause the video, and do bear in mind this is a general reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. See you in your pile. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Moonstone and the card Poised, which tells me right off the bat that you pile 1 had a glow up. There is something about your life that has changed tremendously. Something about you has changed in a way that you are so amazing at the moment that I feel like your person is flabbergasted by the fact that you have achieved so much, that you are feeling so good about yourself, that you have so good things going on in your life. They're just shocked to see you doing so well. And kudos to you, pile 1, because I know that this kind of things don't happen just out of nowhere. People have to work hard and long to achieve this. So I know this is something you have earned, and I think that you have all right to flaunt it. So don't be modest, pile 1. Show the best that you can, the best that you have, and be the best version of you that you can be. So leave that aside. Let's jump into the reading itself to see how did your person see you then. Then can be any time in the past, you define it. So let's see, how did your person see you then? We have Tranquility, and we have Duality. I definitely feel like in the past they saw you as somebody who had a lot of things going on in your life. You may have had a hard job, or you were doing some studying that required a lot of effort, a lot of time, and they saw you stressed out a bit. They saw you very much immersed into your problems, and I feel like you weren't the type of person that could remain calm in most situations. So you had a bit of a struggle with actually getting a grip of things and to remain calm. And with this Tranquility, I feel like it was just a stressful time for you, and you didn't know how to cope with it in any other way than to be very distressed, very loud. Maybe you were argumentative at a time, but whatever it is, I feel like you two clashed a lot, and they felt like you were their opposite. Like if they said they liked apples, you would say that you liked oranges. Or maybe it was the other way around. Maybe you were the one that wanted things to get along, and your person will be the one that will clash with you. But regardless of that, we are talking about their perception of you before. So I definitely feel like they saw you as somebody who may be a bit confrontational, who doesn't get along well, who always has to have the last word. And by all means, it does not mean that you are that way. It's just their perception that we're looking at. But let's clarify this a bit. How did they see you then? I mean, they felt like you had potential and that you can be gentle and kind at times. But I feel like most of the time, it's like you had other concerns that felt more a priority than they felt that they are a priority to you. Maybe some of you were in like med school or law school or something similar, which is a great opportunity for you to do something for your life, but it is definitely a responsibility, a major one to take on. So it may have stressed you out as well, and they didn't quite understand that. But let's clarify. How did they see you then? Pile 1. We have the 3 of Fire. And the 4 of Water. Yeah, it's like they thought that you were always looking to your future. You were always concerned about what comes next. What's next in line? What am I working for here? Maybe even with your relationship. Maybe you needed to know what comes next with the two of you, and they were hesitant to actually say what they thought of you, thought of the relationship, whether this has a chance of progressing or not. But definitely, they kind of felt like you couldn't be in the moment. Like you always had to look for reasons to not be satisfied, because things are not the way as you would want them to be in the present moment. Like you were chasing future events, and you would end up being displeased or disappointed because what you had at that moment was not enough. I kind of feel like they felt as well that they weren't enough for you, or what they were offering was not suffice for you. And that might be one additional reason why they feel like you are so in stress, like you may be confrontational, because you're not, in their opinion, you are not somebody who is grateful for what they have, and you always want more. But let's see how they view you now. What has changed for you, or better yet, what has changed in their mind when you are concerned? How do they view you now, Pile 1? We have emotion. And we have ritual. Interesting. So I feel like the card Poised summed it up perfectly at the beginning of the reading. You are somebody who's in control of your life. You have your rituals, you have your ways of doing things that are making you quite successful. And they see you overcoming all those obstacles from the past and actually being victorious, being prosperous. You are having a harvest here with the sweet corn. That's what I'm getting. All your hard work paid off. All your struggles led to something better and something more substantial in your life. And in a way, they are surprised that you have been able to overcome all of this, especially because in their mind, you were always nagging about something. And I feel like they didn't understand that you were just striving for more because you felt like you deserve more, like all of your hard work has to be paid off. And for some reason, they didn't understand that. But now when they see you, they see what you have achieved, they see how far you've come, they're actually stunned. They're truly, truly surprised, because they thought that you didn't have it in you, that you could never go this far. And I feel like a part of them is just like, how did I not see this? Did I view this person entirely in the wrong light? It's like they're embarrassed a bit because they try to put you down or make you think that you are incapable of achieving this. It's like, shame on me for even thinking that. How could I have been so blind? And this messes up my chances here. And I kind of feel like they're quite emotional. First, they are shocked and confused, but I feel like they're going to get quite emotional. It's like they're gonna be bitter because they made a mistake and they need a guy to blame or a girl to blame, you know? And I feel like they will be bitter for some time until they realize it was their own fault. They have to have better view of people. They need to believe in people more. And I feel like it's because they themselves don't think so highly of what they can achieve. So it's easier to put you down than to encourage you. But let's clarify this a bit more. How do they see you now, Pile 1? What do we need to know? Yeah, the 10 of Earth. You may have become somebody who's truly successful, whether this is a financial thing or it's regarding your family. Maybe you have married somebody, had some kids, or something similar, but you have definitely achieved something very significant. Even in their eyes, they would wish they could have this, what you now have. And it's like the ultimate achievement for them, and they didn't think you had it in you. So now they are truly surprised. What else? And the 9 of Air, yeah. I feel like they're confused as to how did you even manage to do this. And I feel like they are not really sleeping at night. They are truly thinking this over. I mean, it's kind of funny because to take up so much of somebody's mental state as you do in this person is just amazing. I don't know what to say. If this is like an ex-partner, I get it. They're jealous, they're bitter, they're resentful, and they actually blame themselves, but they cannot admit to themselves that. However, you take up so much space within their mind that it's just incredible to see here. You see this hive here. It's like they can't stop thinking about you and how far you've gone. And they're just, I would say, miserable in a way. That's what I'm getting. The better you are, the better off you are, the miserable they become. But anyways, I digress. Let's pull some advice for you, Pile 1. What do you need to know here? What would be useful to hear? Maybe to get some guidance if somebody needs it. What does Pile 1 need to hear as advice? Calm, yeah. So it definitely ties in with the tranquility from the past. Let's see how. A breakdown is often followed by a breakthrough. Remain calm. Beautiful. So all the times that maybe you were breaking down, actually things have been falling into place for you, Pile 1. And this is where this person was short-sighted. They didn't understand that sometimes things need to fall apart for us to be able to put it all together in a better way. And this is exactly what you did. You let everything fall apart. It wasn't easy. It was very stressful, maybe even painful. But you took the ashes, the remaining fractured pieces, and actually made something beautiful with it. And now you are calm. Now you have peace of mind. The same peace of mind that they used to say you don't have, that you lack, and that you will never have. Well, the joke's on them, Pile 1. The joke's on them. And you continue to live your beautiful life. Don't look back on this person. They do not deserve it. You have built yourself up from 0 to 100 on your own merit. Don't let this person ruin it. Enjoy what you have built because you deserve it. My dear Pile 1, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope you liked it. Because if you did, I would appreciate a like and a comment because it does mean a lot to me and the growth of my channel. And of course, I would like to see you back in the next reading. Bye. Hey Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Sunstone and the card Breathe. This tells me a lot about how you guys have been keeping your distance from this person, and this person, your person, knows it. They have noticed you pulling back, they have noticed you taking back your energy and deciding to not deal with them. Whether this is a good choice or not, you are the ones that know this. I can only presume that this has saved you a lot of energy and allowed you to have your peace of mind and remain, in a way, kind of stable, if I would say so, mentally stable, because I feel like this person may have done some things that are truly unforgivable. And in order for you to heal or even to start processing what has happened, you needed some space. So I would start with that because this seems like the general energy that is surrounding this topic. They see you have distanced yourself and that you are, in a way, in need of this peace and quiet, and that this is helping you tremendously. But let's start with the past. How did they see you then? How did they see you then? What do we need to know? We have vitality. And we have communication. Okay, so I feel like your relationship was doing great, and they felt like things are going smoothly, everything is enjoyable. They felt like they had a great conversation going on with you. It's like things were just easy and simple. And they felt like it was because of your lifestyle. I feel like a lot of you who chose pile 2 are maybe some type of a yoga teacher, or maybe a person who cares about self-care, or maybe you work in any branch that deals with maybe person's well-being. It can be anything, but I feel like you guys from pile 2 have really been living these principles of self-care, self-love, maybe even in a religious sense. Dedication, selflessness, service. You had some high values and high morals, and I feel like this is something that your person was drawn to initially. And I felt like this was something that made them feel for you a lot of different emotions, and this is why your relationship even started in the beginning, because you were a genuine person. You were definitely taken care of, and you've been taking care of yourself, others, from the inside as well as the outside, and I feel like they were really drawn to that. Let's see what else. How did they see you then? What do we need to know? How did they see you then? We have the 8 of fire. Yeah, a lot of attraction here. I feel like if this is regarding a romantic interest, I feel like they fell in love with you instantly. You just swept them off their feet with the kind of person you are. I'm really feeling that a lot of you here are not even aware that you totally mesmerized at this person. They were truly, truly drawn to you from the get-go. And we have the 2 of earth. I do feel like this person always felt like your relationship wasn't solid. Whether this was a romantic type or a friendly type or maybe family-wise, I don't know. It can be anything. It's a general reading. You guys will know. But I feel like they always felt like they wanted to be close to you. They wanted to interact with you. They want to be near you. But I felt like it was at the same time from this place of despair, because they felt if they didn't give you enough time and attention, that they might be losing you. I definitely feel like this person has a certain issue regarding relationships when it comes to abandonment. And at times this person can be a bit smothering you, and then at the next time that you see them, they can act quite selfish and unreasonable. And I feel like when they saw you, they saw this beautiful person who has their ducks in order, who knows what to do, how to behave, how to act, how to feel, what to think, what to say. You were just the epitome of what this person aspires to become. And in a way, they fell in love, or they were drawn to this image of you that they wanted themselves to be. This doesn't mean that you are not that. You can be, for sure. But I feel like they have idolized you, but for the purposes of making themselves closer to that image as possible, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's see how they are viewing you now. What has changed in their perception of you? We have protection. We're definitely not looking at what happened in this relationship. We're looking at how the person perceives you now in relation to how they previously perceived you. So a lot of things could happen. There are a lot of life stories that people go through, which are in a way hard and hurtful and painful. So we're not going to get into that. We're just going to see the perception. If you want to dive deeper into that, you can look my other videos when we do get into relationships, what happened and what can be expected of it. So you can look that up on my channel. How do they see you now? Pile 2. And we have energy. Yeah. So definitely, here's the thing. They see you held back. They see you holding back. They see you distancing yourself from them, protecting your energy, removing yourself from the situation and from the relationships. You may have a perfectly valid explanation as to why you're doing that. You have probably a perfectly good reason. You don't have to explain yourself, because this level of protection that I'm getting here usually stems from you being extremely hurt or betrayed. So this is why you needed to pull back. You needed to cut ties. And this is exactly what I feel. Maybe some of you have even done courting. And I feel like the cords that you have cut have been felt by this person, and they are truly wanting you back. They have become agitated because they didn't want that cords to be cut at all. And when I see this, I see a person who is in a way devastated that you have turned your back on them, and in a way they feel like you've betrayed them because you're trying to take care of yourself and your health. It's an interesting point of view, I have to say. Maybe there's merit to it, maybe there's not, but that's definitely coming from the cards. Let's see what else. How do they see you now, pile 2? What do we need to know? We have the 3 of water, which is the 3 of cups. And we have the guardian, yeah. So definitely the theme here is protection. The theme here is I want to focus my energy on something positive. And they see you doing that. They see you being protected. Maybe you have a friend or a family member that is keeping you safe and away from this person. And see you doing better because you're not with them. And in a way, it kind of makes this person feel desperate and devastated. But truly, I feel they recognize you actually doing better, that you're being happier, that you being guarded and kept safe from them is something that is making you a happier person, which is so sad to even think of, that somebody can actually impact you in a way that their presence is truly devastating, causing harm. And like I said, we're not going to get into the story what has happened. Maybe your person was an abuser, maybe they were just a horrible person, maybe they did horrible things, and it was best for you to actually be kept away, far, far, far away from this person. Again, not getting into the details, but we're definitely seeing that this person recognizes that you are doing better because you are away from them. And I don't feel like they will just take it as such. I feel like they will give it a try to come to you, to bring you back, because of the immense desire not to be abandoned here. Even though it might be unhealthy, I feel like they will still try to get you back. So be careful with that, pile 2, especially if this is somebody who gaslights you, who is toxic, who is abusive. Be careful about it. But let's pull some advice for you. I feel like you definitely need something here, to hear maybe guidance or just some words of encouragement and support. What does pile 2 need to hear? We have 2 cards. We have listen. People start to heal the moment they feel heard. And we have the card calm. A breakdown is often followed by a breakthrough. Remain calm. So definitely, I feel like you need to do some therapy, pile 2. Talk about what has happened to you. Do some healing. I feel like you're already, in a way, doing that. If not, you definitely are planning to, and this is just another confirmation that this is the right way to go about it. Because the thing that you need now is to collect yourself, put yourself together, especially if you've been through a lot with this person. You need to find your inner stability, your inner peace, so that you can decide what you want to do from this point on. How do you want to continue your life forward? And I feel like a lot of family, a lot of friends, a lot of counselors would be beneficial for you in this phase of your life. My dear pile 2, this was your reading. I hope this helped. I hope this gave you some information that you needed to hear today. And if you did like the video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment. It does mean a lot to my channel. So if you like this video, I would appreciate you coming back to the next one as well. See you. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the black tourmaline and the card Observer. So what I'm getting with the Observer is that your person has been keeping an eye on you for a while now. And it's like they're trying to find a perfect timing when to re-enter your life, or maybe if they are already in your life, when to give to you some news or some information or tell you how they feel. Currently, they are still waiting for the right moment, but I do have to say that I feel the energy stirring up, and it's not going to take long before your person decides to act. Whether you want this person to do something or not, I feel like this is something that you should know so that you can prepare yourself if there is something that you wish to avoid regarding this situation. But let's start with the past. How did your person see you then? Let's see. How did your person see you then? We have fertility. And we have protection. So this doesn't have to be a love reading, and it is not. It is a reading that you can come to with any type of relationship, any type of topic. It will resonate to a certain extent. But what I'm getting heavily from this group, from this pile 3, is that if this was a romantic relationship, your person saw you as wife material, husband material, as somebody they would like to protect and provide for, or as somebody who will protect them and provide for them. As well as fertility, it reminds me of building a family, having children, growing together, building together. It doesn't have to be necessarily in a romantic and family dealings. It can be also when it comes to business. You could maybe grow a business with this person. Maybe you guys had great ideas, or you had certain procedures that you worked and that you could do a lot with, maybe make a lot of money or something. So I do feel like they saw you in the past as somebody who is very capable of achieving a lot of things, of protecting what you have built. And especially if this was a love relationship, they saw you as the one person that they could spend their life with. I don't know what happened in the meantime, and it will not be the topic of this reading. If you are interested in seeing more information about that, you can look up my other videos where I go in depth dissecting relationships and how each side feels, what they expect, what they will do. I have plenty of those videos, but in this one, we will just remain focusing on the perception, how they saw you then versus now. But let's pull a few more cards to see how did they view you then. How did they view you then? How did they saw you in the past? We have the Nine of Cups. That is so beautiful. Yeah. I feel like this is some type of a sad love story. And we have the Two of Fire, which is the Two of Wands. This person wanted you. This person wanted to share everything with you. They were in love, if this was a romantic theme, but if not, then definitely they saw you as a person that they can do business with or have a friendship with. They really cared for you. You made them happy. And more than anything, they felt like they found their other missing piece, their better half. And your synergy was amazing. So your energies connected very well. They intertwined perfectly. And I feel like when the two of you were together and working together, or maybe loving each other, miracles would happen. When your two energies came together, like the sky would be the limit. And they felt that and they wanted that. This is truly turning into a love story, which I don't know why I feel it's going to be a sad one. I don't want it to be. I want it to be a beautiful one, but let's see. How did they see you now? What has changed? Now I really need to know why, but that's definitely a topic for another video. So how do they see you now, pile 3? Emotion. And desire, yeah. They want you guys. They want you badly. They feel so much for you. I don't know if they did something wrong, but if they did, they feel bad about it. I don't want to make a case for them. I don't want to defend them, but the amount of emotion that I'm getting from your person towards you is a bit overpowering. I feel they see you in such a tender light. You are so attractive. They feel so attracted to you. They like your gentle side. They love the way you look. they like your eyes. I kind of get the feeling it's like your eyes are one of their favorite parts about you. There's something about your eyes. And just your energy is very feminine, very nurturing. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, but something about you is very nurturing. Something that people would like to have every day in their lives. And I feel like everything they felt before has only increased with time. It hasn't diminished, quite the opposite. They have grown in their feelings. Their feelings became more rooted, more deep. And if you guys split up, I'm kind of sad because I see this person truly having genuine feelings for you and really wanting to be with you. They truly do. But let's pull some more cards. How do they see you now? We have the Maze. Yeah. Something is so messy here. Something has happened in your relationship that left everything like a big mess. And it's so hard to detangle that. I'm so sorry. This is frustrating for me for some reason. I don't know why. I usually get a lot of pictures, a lot of sounds, a lot of emotions when I do the readings, but this energy frustrates me to see how something so beautiful becomes so complicated, and it doesn't have to be. Like two people who truly love themselves but make it impossible for them to be together. It's like the Mexican soap opera, you know, where two people meet each other, they fall in love, it's the love of their lifetime, and then the next 356 episodes, they're just handling shitty stuff. Sorry for the language, but like, it could have been avoided. This is what frustrates me. Mexican soap operas frustrate me. I actually watched them when I was little. I never watched any type of soap operas after that, thank God. And it has remained so to this day, and I hope it will remain in the future. But it's like so frustrating that everybody sees that these two people should be together, except everything is pulling them apart. And no wonder I'm frustrated here, because there's this maze that you have to cross in order to get to each other. God, sorry guys. Sometimes I'm way too invested in the readings. It's because I feel them so much. Because I physically feel everything from the reading. And it does help me do my readings. And I actually wouldn't change that. So a bit of a frustration I can handle, so don't worry. Let's see what else. How does this person see you now? Ten of Water, yes, you are their everything. You see, we had the Nine of Cups here, now we have the Ten of Cups. You are everything to this person. I'm so sorry if this person has hurt you in any sort of way, because I know that they didn't want to. And now they feel like there are mountains blocking the two of you from coming together, and all they want to do is be with you. All they want to do is love you. All they want to do is have a relationship with you, whichever type of relationship this is, a business one, a romantic one, friendly one, family one, I don't know. It can be anything, but if it's a romantic one, my heart is breaking for the two of you now. Like, seriously. I don't know what they did. Maybe they did something horrible. I'm not justifying it, but this person truly cares for you. And maybe they can be the exception to the rule that people never change. Maybe they have learned their lesson. I don't know. You will have to consult another reading for that. because this is not the topic of the reading. So let's pull an advice card for you, some guidance for this situation, pile 3. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? Maybe what do you need to do? Whatever wants to come out. We have elevate, self-worth. That's a good message. You get what you believe you deserve. It's time to raise your standards. Definitely. So if this person did you horribly wrong in the past, then definitely elevate yourself. Feel like you are worthy. And you don't have to let this person back in your life if it devalues you, if it makes you feel like you are settling for less, regardless of the emotion that this person has. Because I feel like we were more so focused on their emotion. I don't know, maybe you guys don't feel anything for this person anymore, but then you wouldn't be in this reading. Maybe you're just, I don't know, confused. But definitely think very carefully. If you had self-worth, what would you do in this situation? Or what would any other person who knows their worth handle this situation? Because I feel this will be important, and the answer will not be the same for you guys here in pile 3. Some of you will find that the true answer is to get back with this person because they have truly changed. But for others of you, I really feel like you will turn your back to this person and just go in different directions, which is totally fine. You need to do what's in line with your self-worth. But I feel like we need to stress that you need to believe that you deserve the best. You need to put some high standards here, especially if this person has hurt you in the past. You need to raise your standards and boundaries as well. And see if this person will rise up to the occasion or whether they will just be the same as they always were. It's a tough situation, pile 3, I'm not gonna lie. It's going to take a while before you can truly be sure which is the right answer for you. And do take that time, because this is something that should be very carefully thought through because of everything that has happened. My dear pile 3, this was your reading. I really hoped it gave you some clarity. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up or leave a comment. It does mean the world to me and to my channel. And I hope that I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.